For the better part of the last 20 years, Kathleen Martinez, an archaeologist at the University of Santo Domingo, has been looking for the tomb of Cleopatra, which had been thought to have been lost. She is certain that she has arrived at a significant turning point in the process at this point, and this gives her a sense of confidence. Martinez and her team discovered a tunnel that was 1,305 meters, 4,281 feet, long and was placed 13 meters, 43 feet, underground, as stated by a recent declaration by the Egyptian Ministry for Tourism and Antiquities. According to the announcement, Martinez and her team made this discovery. This finding was made available to the general public. Professionals in the field of architectural design have referred to this discovery as an engineering marvel since it was first made public. Martinez, who CNN interviewed, stated that during the excavation, a magnificent religious complex with 3 sanctuaries, a sacred lake, more than 1,500 items, busts, sculptures, golden pieces, and a huge collection of coins showing Alexander the Great, Queen Cleopatra, and the Ptolemies was discovered. Martinez was quoted as saying that the complex included a magnificent religious complex with 3 sanctuaries, a sacred lake, more than 1,500 items, busts. She went on to say that the most exciting discovery was the network of tunnels that flow towards the Mediterranean Sea and the structures submerged in the water. She said this was the case even though she did not see the tunnels. She continued her journey, which began in 2005 when she analyzed these submerged buildings as part of her hunt for the lost tomb of the Egyptian queen. This will be done as part of her search for the lost tomb of the Egyptian queen. My dedication to achieving a goal does not resemble an unhealthy fixation with the task. Cleopatra is a figure that has withstood the test of time and is someone I have great respect for. Roman propaganda attempted to alter people's conceptions of who she was by portraying her in a manner that was not true to the historical record. Martinez made the assertion. Martinez, who has stated that she admires Cleopatra as a student, linguist, mother, and philosopher, said that Cleopatra was probably the first to study formally at the museum in Alexandria, which was the center of culture during her period. Martinez believes Cleopatra was probably the first to study at the museum in Alexandria because it was the center of culture during her period. Martinez added that Cleopatra was a well-educated woman in her statement. Martinez stated she was maybe the first one who studied formally at the museum in Alexandria. Cleopatra is said to have committed suicide not long after the death of her husband, the Roman leader Mark Antony, who passed away in her arms in 30 BCE. This is according to reports. In her embrace, Mark Antony breathed his last breath and died. It is widely believed that she could accomplish this by putting herself in danger by allowing herself to be bitten by an asp. Although the event has been the subject of countless works of art and literature, little is known about the location of their burial more than 2,000 years after it took place, even though the event has been the subject of countless works of art and literature. Martinez found several clues that led him to believe Cleopatra's tomb might be located in the Temple of Osiris in the demolished city of Taposiris Magna. Taposiris Magna is located on the northern shore of Egypt, near the Nile River and the Mediterranean Sea. Martinez's discovery of these clues led him to this conclusion. Martinez was able to arrive at this judgment as a result of the fact that he found all of these pieces of evidence. The name was the one factor that stood out as being essential among all these other considerations. According to Martinez, during the time of Cleopatra, she was regarded as the human incarnation of the goddess Isis. In contrast, Antony was considered the human incarnation of the deity Osiris, who was Isis' spouse. It was said that Cleopatra was the physical embodiment of the goddess Isis. According to the beliefs of the ancient Egyptians, Cleopatra was also considered the human incarnation of the deity Horus. Martinez proposed that Cleopatra may have attempted to reenact this event by burying her husband in the same temple where she performed her religious ceremonies. Martinez claims that no other area, construction, or temple combines so many conditions as the Temple of Taposiris Magna. She has researched and examined a total of 20 temples in and around Alexandria. Martinez claims that no other area, construction, or temple combines so many conditions as the Temple of Taposiris Magna. Martinez asserts that no other region, building, or temple combines so many conditions as the Temple of Taposiris Magna. In 2004, Martinez gave Zahi Hawass, an Egyptian archaeologist who was serving as Egypt's Minister for Antiquities Affairs, a presentation on her concept. Hawass was working at the time as Egypt's Minister for Antiquities Affairs. During this period, Hawass was serving in this role. Martinez believed Hawass would be willing to listen to the idea being presented to him. After a year, her idea was finally given the green light to continue with the next step. Martinez has spent so many years looking, and she has the strong impression that she is finally coming closer to finding what she is looking for now. It was discovered that the temple was dedicated to Isis during the excavations that have been carried out up to this point, which, according to Martinez, is yet another indication that the lost tomb is located in the immediate area, along with the tunnels that run beneath the water. In addition, the tunnels that run beneath the water were discovered. The fact that the temple was devoted to Isis allowed for discovering of these artifacts and hieroglyphs. Martinez has let it be known that she is currently at the beginning of a new voyage, which includes excavations in the ocean. After Martinez had finished her exploration of the undersea environment, she made her statement. During human history, earthquakes have shaken the Egyptian shoreline on several occasions, as stated in a statement made by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in Egypt. As a direct result, portions of the Taposiris Magna have been reduced to rubble and fallen into the lake below. After completing their investigation in the previous location, Martinez and her crew will focus on this. She has a positive outlook on the situation, even if it is too early to know where these tunnels lead. Despite this, she remains optimistic about the future of the situation. She predicted that if the tunnels led to Cleopatra's tomb, it would be the most monumental find of the century, and she was correct in her prediction. That's it for today. Comment on our video, share our video, and thumbs up. Subscribe if you like our channel. Thanks for watching.